does living a simple life give you more freedom, right? There were some choices that I made, like completely decluttered, so all my belongings kind of fit in my van. There's nothing else I own that's anywhere else stored, right? Does this give me more freedom? Did this help me on my healing journey? Is this something that I would recommend, right? And the answer is no. I really want you to hear this. No. Anytime you make a decision for there to be a specific outcome, right? Whether this is reading this book, doing this course, going into that therapy, trying somatic healing, whatever it is, every time you do something for wanting or desiring a specific outcome, being healed, being fixed, being cured, ending suffering, whatever it is for you, right? For me, it was always I wanted to be fixed. Every activity I engaged in, every routine, every practice was so focused on this. I was so determined and obsessed with it, right? And that's okay, right? That's totally okay. And things shift and change. You learn, you gain experience, you gain, I don't even know if gain's the right word, right? It's part of my life, that ever changing, that every few years there's some new flavor coming in. And for me at this time, not decluttering, not doing this, putting resistance up, thinking that, hey, I'm 50 years old, I should have my shit together, I should have my own place and this, and to fit into society and live the way most people would. It just became impossible. I just could not do it. There was just so much tension, there was so much frustration, it just felt so wrong. So in a sense it wasn't a choice, it just happened. It just happened, right? So I love guiding people to listen more to their own inner knowing, whatever is right for you right now, not what someone else says, not what some trauma guru says, or this book or that book, or what I say, right? Not even that. Scratch it all. Just sit with yourself for a little bit and just listen. What is the first thing that actually comes up that you would like to do? And then notice how quickly your mind steps in that, oh, you can't do this because of X, Y, Z, and you can't do that because of this and that. And you know, your mind tries to block the guidance, that inner wisdom in a sense, right? To protect you, to keep you safe, comfortable, right? But feeling comfortable can sometimes feel really, really restricted. And that's just what happened for me, and I had to just be honest. Okay, something's not quite right anymore, so I moved, right? And I made that choice. And is it right or wrong? No, neither or, right? It's not simple. It takes a lot longer to cook. It takes a lot longer to make my cup of coffee. It takes a lot longer to do clothes. I have no sewing machine, right? Hand stitching, it takes a long time, but there's something so energizing at the moment about this, right? But in a couple of years' time, I might feel totally different about this, and this phase is over. Everything's just a phase. It's like weather patterns. None of these things that you're doing in your life right now are defining you, have anything to do with who you truly are at your core, your essence, your true nature. Nothing. It's just a game. It's just a character that you're playing right now. Can you see that? Can you see how often in your life you have changed? You tried out different things, tried out different lifestyles, different diets, different exercises, different styles of clothes, right? Different interests. That's okay. None of them defined you. You see that? So living a simple life doesn't define me. Living a complex life, my life was really, really complex in so many ways. It doesn't define me either. Right? The freedom lies in just exploring, just exploring, being curious about it. That's where the freedom is, right? You can have the same experience of freedom living in a very busy life. Oh, this is a stink bug. Sorry, I had to get that up. They're a little bit smelly. The joy of being out in nature. So that's just what I'm doing. So I'm not recommending, I'm not suggesting that this is what you need to do to heal and from your complex PTSD or trauma and things like that, or becoming more true to you, or you have an experience of your essence. No. You can have that same experience in living in a very cluttered house as well, and very complex things. So don't let me sway you. That's yeah, and if you have any questions, please feel free, post them down below, or send me an email. I'm curious, right, to hear what you guys are still up to. You know, so many of you are still around. I've been doing videos for, I don't know, 6 or 8 years now, or even longer. I think it must be nearly 10 years. You know, and I changed the way I do things, the way how I live, and what I share with my clients, and all these kind of things. It really shifted, right? And perhaps in you too. So I'm always curious to hear, how have you shifted and changed and explored things, right? And yeah, I think I just leave it at that for now. So the freedom is not having an expectation in the outcome.